We have all had those times when we just do not get enough sleep. For some of us, it's every day.
Yeah, but what effect could all those sleepless nights be having on your long-term health? KIMT News' Danny Satowski has more on a Covering Your Health special report.
According to the National Institutes of Health, 50 to 70 million Americans are affected by chronic sleep disorders and intermittent sleep problems. With our 24/7 society, sleep deprivation is a growing problem, but between work or school, family activities, and everything in between, getting a good night's sleep often seems out of reach. I looked into the health and safety risks of not clocking enough Z's, and more importantly, what little things we can do to help make sleep a priority.
It'll just sneak up on you.
Michael Gonzalez is talking about something that seems to evade a lot of us: sleep.
You've just been going down the road, you've been sleeping, and you don't know it.
He's referring to his earlier days of driving trucks and has learned a lot since then.
Take a 10-minute power nap, you would be surprised how much that helps you. You can drink all the coffee, all the juice, everything, it ain't gonna do any good.
Michael is an independent truck driver, and so many like him, from shift workers, doctors and nurses to first responders, have odd sleep schedules or are deprived of sleep altogether, including people like myself. In my case, the alarm goes off, and I'm out the door when some people are just starting to fall asleep. But then there are the days you don't prepare for.
Last night I went to bed at around 7 and then got a call to come in at 11.
But how many nights like this would it take to officially reach the point of deprivation?
Sleep deprivation usually happens when an adult gets less than 6 hours of sleep more than 3 nights a week.
Here at the Mercy Medical Center North Iowa Sleep Clinic, doctors are looking for any number of conditions, including insomnia, narcolepsy, sleep apnea, and restless leg syndrome.
You know how you feel that next day. You're groggy, you're not thinking clearly, your body hurts and aches, and you're more prone to illness.
On this day, I'm getting a first-hand opportunity to experience a sleep study.
Just show you what it feels like.
Neurodiagnostic supervisor Tina Eckel shows me how they prep patients for overnight observation.
Oh, that's beautiful.
First, they hook dozens of wires and monitoring devices to your head, around your ankles and waist, and give you an oxygen mask. It's all monitored on these cameras, and your information is recorded onto these computers.
This is the eye, they're the leg movements.
This tells doctors how often you wake up, your brain activity, eye movement, and if you move around frequently. One of the biggest things they look for is if you stopped breathing and for how long.
If you can imagine day after day, year after year of this and not getting the proper oxygen that you need to your body, it affects your brain, your lungs, your heart.
If these disruptions happen too often, it can spell serious trouble for your health.
Physically, lack of sleep or sleep deprivation can increase risk of cardiovascular disease, like heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure. There's a direct correlation between body mass index and insomnia or sleep deprivation.
Often our lack of sleep happens because we feel as if we have so much to do and not enough time to do it.
You just think that's just how it is. I'm going to be tired all the time because they're just so used to go, go, go.
Michael knows firsthand how dangerous that stress, combined with only a few hours of sleep, can be.
Brain fog. You don't remember things. Your mind just won't you be attentive.
According to the National Sleep Foundation, being awake for 18 hours or more is equal to having a blood alcohol content of 0.08 in terms of response time and coordination. Now, for someone my size, that would be like downing 3 of these, and then 30 minutes later, grabbing my keys and getting behind the wheel. And that's exactly what Freeborn County Chief Deputy Todd Earl is afraid of.
The swerving in the lanes, the speeds up and down, sticking their heads out the window, it just the identical things that you would look for in a drunk driver.
Earl says he's seen the situation countless times.
I've seen people sitting asleep at a 4-way stop sign downtown Everett. Seen them run right in the ditch on the interstate. It just happens everywhere.
And drowsy driving accidents are becoming more common, sometimes with deadly consequences.
No ice, no bad weather, no drinking, and they didn't make it out of the crash, and you can't ask them why.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that 2.5% of fatal crashes and 2% of injury crashes involve drowsy driving. That means conservatively there are between 5,000 to 6,000 crashes each year where someone fell asleep behind the wheel. And no surprise, a little more than 4% of adults admit to nodding off at some point while driving. But Earl says this problem has an easy solution.
Find another driver or take an extended nap.
And when Michael gets back out on the road, he knows to be proactive about getting the sleep he needs to keep himself and you safe.
Your body's going to sleep. You just figure somehow to get somewhere safe that you can do it.
Dr. Yaramati also tells me frequent naps during the day will only make falling asleep more difficult at night, so limit yourself to one 15 to 20-minute power nap per day. Also, try to avoid tech before bedtime and turn devices off altogether while you sleep. It may be hard to disconnect, but your body will thank you later.
Annie, now you get your nap in. I'll try taking some simple steps to better rest. If you're still feeling run down, it may be time to undergo a sleep study to look for a more serious health condition.
And for more information on getting a more restful night's sleep, including information on taking those naps, check out the web extra on KIMT.com. You'll find that with this story under local news.